the next thing we need to do is fix this part of the assignment. So when we print a contact on the screen, we want to see its name and its phone number. All the other information should not be shown, but should be accessible through methods. So I already fixed the second part, so accessible through methods. The only thing that's not yet available is the possibility to show contacts on screen. And whenever you encounter such a construct in an assignment, this means we need to implement the toString method. So let's create the toString method, and the only thing that should be there is the name followed by the phone number. Phone number, column. Let's print the actual phone number like this, and let's close the round brackets. So this is something that you could show yourself in a public static void main. Contact. C1 is new contact. Let's say Alice, who lives in this address, fake street 123 in the city of nowhere. Oh, shouldn't put the address there, I should put a phone number there. 09123456 7, like this. If we then print this contact on screen, what we get is the following. So this kind of works, except I'm missing a space. But what you should do is actually write tests. So let's create them, contact tests. Here you can already decide which methods you want to test. So let's ignore the toString, the get name and the get phone number, because they are too easy. But let's check find address, tag, and add messages. Okay, so like this. Let's create a contact. I'm going to give this contact a home address, set address home, it's new address, fake street 123 in the city of nowhere. So what do you want to assert? Assert equals, you expect that if you ask this contact to find the address home, it should give you this same fake address. So next step, if you update this address to 124, you should find 124. Okay, so let's do the same thing with tagging. If you create a contact and you tag this contact with friend, it should be true that this C1 person is a friend. It should be false that a one person is family. Okay. Let's go for add message. So let's again create a contact. Let's add some messages. First message. and a second message. It should be true that if you ask this person to get the message transcript to contain first, it should be in there. And it should also contain second. And it should, well, let's keep it there. It's not completely guaranteed that this code works, but if this is true, it's most likely correct. So that's sometimes sufficient. Let's run our tests, and they will run all except one, which is find address. And what we see here is the following. We have this address, and the expected output is not what we actually receive. So we do get two addresses, and some address is found, but it's apparently a different address than we expected. See? So I expect this address, and I received this address. We don't actually see what's going on because we use, or Java uses the default toString method. So let's create a toString method here as well to see what's going on. And let us return the street, followed by a new line, followed by the city. Let's run our tests again. And now we will see something very weird. Oh, they updated JUnit. So what we see is what we expect is this text, and what we get is this text, which seems to be the same. But the problem is they are stored in different objects. The problem we encounter here is that Java doesn't know when are two objects of the type address, when are they the same. So it's our job as developers to introduce our equals and hash code. Even though it was not literally in the assignment, we can just create it like this. I run my code again. So there was nothing wrong with my contact. There was something wrong with my address because Java was not able to decide, is this the same address or is it just an address that just looks the same?